And once again, we welcome you back to Collinsville High School. Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium is where we are. My name is Todd Duke. Zach Roseman rejoins us after getting a game off to hang out with his friends here at Collinsville High School, while Dr. Chris McCluskey filled in the blanks as far as color commentating is concerned. And we end up the night, final game of the night, between Rockford East and Granite City. The Granite City Warriors come in. Their 37th appearance in this tournament, and they have yet to come away with a championship. We're still going to try this year under head coach Gerard Moore. In his 5th year, he is 48-65, and he has his Granite City Warriors out to a 6-4 start on the year, averaging 52.7 points per game for Granite City, and they are giving up 50.3 on the defensive side of things. For Rockford East, this is their 5th appearance in this tournament. They have not won it yet as well. They are in the Northern Illinois 10 Conference. Roy Sackmaster, one of the best names in basketball ever, is their head coach. He is into his 17th year. He has a record of 229 wins, 243 losses, and this year his team is 7-3 overall, 4-2 in conference play. And Rockford East averaging 62.1 points per game while giving up an average of 50.1 per game. We will begin with the Rockford East E-Rabs, and they will trot out to the floor. Number 11, Rashard Young. He is a 5'11 senior. Ryan Larson, a guard who stands at 5'11. He is also a senior. Jamari Jefferson is a 5'11 senior. What do you know? 5'11 seniors all across the board there. The first three. How about a 6'3 senior in Latrell Kiles? And we'll end up with Matthew Horty, a 6'5 junior. And that rounds out the starting 5 for Rockford. And for the Granite City Warriors, they will trot onto the floor. Mark Kell Longstreet, a 6'4 senior. Mark Yarborough, a 5'11 senior. Tyreek Thomas, a 5'11 senior. Mario Brown Jr., a 6'3 sophomore. And Tyrese Gross, a 6'7 senior. And right off the bat, you can say there, Zach Roseman, that Granite City has the distinct height advantage over these E-Rabs from Rockford East.
Yeah, and that's something that's kind of interesting. You know, Rockford East have always been a team that have had not a lot of height, but they've always had enough. You know, and that's kind of, this is really one of the taller Granite City teams that we've had. I mean, they've had height, but it's just across the board. I think this is one of the taller Granite City teams we've had in the past handful of years.
And we'll have fun with the color combination here, as both teams' school colors are red, black, and a little bit of white.
And that's actually, for those of you who don't know, a little bit of a interesting thing here. Probably wondering, what the heck is an E-Rab? Well, back in the days of yore, Rockford had one high school, and they were the Rabs, which is an acronym for red and black. Eventually, Rockford split up into several different high schools, but Rockford East kept the name, and so, like, how do we differentiate? And so they put an E in front of it, and so it became the East High School Red and Black. And so the name is stuck, and they've had it for forever, and yeah, it's kind of a unique thing.
Shortened it to E-Rabs because it flows off the tongue a little better.
Yes.
Than the Rockford East Red and Black team.
Yeah.
So I like E-Rabs a little bit better, and we're just about ready to go. The E-Rabs are on the floor already. They're the ones dressed in white. They will be traveling from right to left on your television screen or whatever you're watching it on, and they have their white uniforms with red numbers, E-Rabs, across the tops of their jerseys over their numbers. And Granite City, they're dressed in black. They got a little gray going down the sides of one side of their uniforms, red down the other. Numbers are in red, trimmed in a little bit of white, and they have the word Warriors written across the fronts of their jerseys. We are underway, final game of this first day of this Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament between Granite City and Rockford East. And Granite City with the ball first. Here is Thomas. Thomas with a little dribble drive, picks it up and throws it back out front now for Yarborough. Yarborough comes around into the slot between the center court circle and the top of the key, and then he leaves it over there for Brown. Brown Then gives it up for Gross. And Gross back on the outside wing. I have seen Granite City play once. That was a early game for Collinsville at Granite City, a game in which Collinsville won, but it was not easy. This Granite City team, man, they're tough, and especially on their home court, they're even that much more tough.
Yeah, I mean, that's something. That was a game that seems like a lot of our past visits to Granite City have been pretty tough. It seems like, you know, it's in some ways it's almost like the Panther Dome, where, you know, it's a environment that Collinsville just don't usually play super well in.
The E-Rabs with their first possession here on offense, and they'll kick it out front, and that is Young. Young dribbles and drives and then runs right into Yarborough, and Yarborough is going to get pegged with a penalty. Might have been a travel before Yarborough stuck his leg out and tried to trip up Young. Yarborough's first foul of this game, 6:48 to play here in this first quarter. And a tipped ball, but the E-Rabs stay with it. Into the corner, three-point shot on the way, and that one hits the mark.
Jameer Jefferson.
Jameer Jefferson with a 3-2 lead for his team from Rockford East. Out front for the Warriors. They'll try to answer with that three, and they can't. It rolls around, comes back out, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. And then they'll back it up to Thomas. Thomas in the slot. 6:15 to play here in this opening quarter. They'll kick it back out onto the wing now for Longstreet. Back out front into the top of the key. Now over onto the near side, far side wing, right in front of the E-Rab bench. Granite City floats it in there, and 2 points for Tyrese Gross.
Yeah, solid offensive possession. They work the ball around, were nice and patient, and there's that's not a bad look.
No, it wasn't a bad look, and a just missed shot, and now the rebound still being contested for, put back up, blocked away before it even made it back up to the rim. And here come the Granite City Warriors, and in through the lane, kicked it back outside, charging foul coming up against Mark Yarborough, and Yarborough may be having a seat early here. That's his second foul.
Granite City foul number 3, Mark Yarborough, his second personal.
We'll see if Coach Moore will summon anybody, and
Not yet.
nobody's getting up yet. So, or not. See,
Took a little bit.
See Trayvon Bond, the 5'9" sophomore, come in, presumably.
Bond caused Collinsville some frustrations in that K-Hawk win earlier. There's one off the glass again, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. They bring it back up court. Here is Thomas. Thomas around to the far side wing. That's Longstreet. Longstreet works it up inside the paint. Turnaround jump shot, foul. And heading to the free throw lane will be Tyrese Gross.
I think they're probably going to call that on Kyle's. No. They're going to give it to
Larson.
Wait.
Who?
12.
What?
Apparently Hardaway is 12 instead of 1. Apparently.
Okay.
Well, at least Mr. Burgess said 12 was Hardaway. I don't know.
Trayvon Bond does check into the game.
We shall have to confirm that with...
Ryan Larson is who I have for number 12.
We'll have to confirm that with Chris Keller or somebody who knows more about that than us.
Who did he say it was?
He said it was Hardaway, who we have as number 1 in our program.
Yeah, we do. Well, at any rate, nothing happened on that drive. Granite City ends up with the ball again, and here is Thomas. Thomas at the free throw line, backs up and gives it up now for Longstreet. Longstreet, in turn, dumps the ball off to Bond. Bond comes in, and right off the bench, Trey Bond gets a couple of points.
He's a pretty solid player.
Here's 6-3 in favor of Granite City. E-Rabs cut across the lane, have the ball knocked out of their hands. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by Thomas. Thomas off the glass, can't get it up there far enough, and this time the rebound belongs to the E-Rabs. They bring it up with 4:20 left to play here in this first quarter. Outside of the perimeter, it's Kyles. Over on the far side wing, that is Young. Young in front of the opposing bench, gets rid of it, and then out to the top of the key, it goes back to Horde. And a dribble drive, kick it off, and lots of movement going on around there, and nothing happening for Rockford East. Now bodies flying all over the place, and Granite City will slow things down, and Thomas will leisurely cross the line halfway through quarter number 1. Ball knocked out of his hands, and
they're going to call a
back and forth. Backcourt violation?
Looks like it.
That's what they did call, isn't it?
All right.
I thought the ball hit the purple line more than came into the backcourt.
Well,
turnover by Granite City. That's their first. 6-3 in favor of the Warriors. And the inbound pass will come in right in front of the scoring table. And it comes into Rashad Young. Young dribbles and doesn't get very far. Still out toward midcourt. Over on the wing, gives it up. Now back out front it goes again for Jefferson. And into the paint. Shot taken there, and that one's good. Matthew Horde. Wasn't sure if you pronounced the E on the end of that or not, Hordy or Horde, but I'm sure that Mr. Burgess has the pronunciations given to him right down there courtside. Here is Bond with a drive, and he almost threw that one away, and now it is off the body of Horde and out of bounds, so Granite City will get to keep it. Last game of the night.
Yeah, solid, and really a solid crowd too.
Yeah.
For normally by the 9:30 game, it's emptied out quite a bit, but I know that.
Hands to the back against Latrell Kyles. It'll be his first.
Well, I guess it'll be a mixture. I mean, I'm assuming Granite City brought a few fans, and I'm sure there were a few people that made the trip down from Rockford, but it seems like the majority of this crowd is just casual observers who decided to stick around. Which is nice.
Collinsville players have stuck around to watch this game as well, and a turnaround, a little underneath hook shot didn't work. E-Rabs with the rebound. They bring it back up, and at the free throw line, that was a little bit of a travel. I thought I saw it, but I was waiting for the whistle. And that one was committed by Corey Harum Basic. No?
No, that doesn't.
Well, I got number 20 on the floor, and that's who's on the roster.
And we'll see Malik Bates and, well, according to our roster.
Pretty soon I'm just going to start calling numbers and not names.
Yeah.
Rebound comes up for the E-Rabs, and moving with it is Horde, and his shot misses the mark. Rebound into the corner, picked up by Young. Young moves it back around to the top of the key, almost picked off there by Granite City. They move it into the corner, and here comes a Kyle shot for 3 points. That one misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it up. Here is Thomas. Thomas slowly walks it up toward the timeline, crosses it with 2:20 left to play here in this first quarter. 6-5, Granite City up by 1 point. Here is a little floater that swoops right out of there, and the rebound again belongs to Rockford East. They bring it up. Here is Young. Young bounces it into the corner for number 20, and back out front it goes for Young. Over onto the wing, Jefferson travels.
All right, so 2 and 4 are Crawford and Bates. So I'm not quite sure what the error is. I guess we'll figure it out in due time.
Yeah, I guess so. Jeremiah Crawford into the game. Malik Bates into the game for the first time, and here's a drive by Thomas. Thomas at the top of the key gives it up for Bond. Bond gives it up now for Gross, and Gross stuck on that left wing, and then he dribbles out of it and gives it up. Now outside of the perimeter, back over to Bond where it all started. They'll give it up now for Thomas. Thomas, right-hand dribble, crosses it over to the left side, gives it up now for Bond. Bond on the right wing, works his way top of the key. Big rainbow three-point shot, that misses. And the rebound belongs to the E-Rabs. E-Rabs out rebounding Granite City right now, 7-3. Three-point shot on the way, and that one hit the fat part of the iron, and then it'll end up going out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 1:19 to play.
See Mark Yarborough re-enter, and 11, so that would be Rashard Young.
Sure. He was a starter. He comes back into the game.
Yarborough was the starter too, wasn't he?
He sure was.
All right.
There is Bond. He was not a starter. 1:15 left on the clock. 1 point game. Granite City with the 1 point advantage right now, and there's a foul against
number 20.
Number 20.
We'll see who this actually is.
Antonio Lewis.
Who is not on our roster.
Well, now he is.
All right. Well,
it's not Corey Harum Basic.
Yeah, Corey Harum Basic.
That's it? Is that how you say that?
I think it's Martin Bostic. I don't know. But he's not here, so we don't have to worry about it.
Guess not. Here's a dribble drive by Yarborough. He kicks it back outside, and we'll start over again with Longstreet. Longstreet, we're down to the final 50 seconds left to play in this first quarter. 1 point advantage for Granite City. They're trying to add to it, and that was a travel.
Been kind of a, I guess kind of a feeling out process. I mean, the tempo's been pretty, it's been pretty up-tempo, but, both of these teams are going to want to push the pace a fair amount, and so it looks like it's been a pretty even start so far.
I'd say it looks like that by the scoreboard. 6-5, 34 seconds left, and here is Rashad Young. Young moves his way over to the right wing, kicks it back out and to the top of the key, wide open for three, and missing the mark there was Lewis. And the rebound being contested still, and a foul from behind. This one looks like it's going to go against Gross. And it will. That'll be his first. Team's third, each team with 3.
We'll see Alex Boyer come in for Granite City, a 6'2 sophomore. And we'll see Latrell Kyles re-enter for the E-Rabs.
Matthew Horde. 21 seconds left here in this first quarter. 6-5. Granite City up by 1. They'll throw the ball on the wing, and the E-Rabs are back at it on the outside of the perimeter. They'll throw it up over, and a long shot that was too far, and the rebound belongs to Longstreet after the missed three-pointer. And Granite City works it back up, looking to extend their lead into the second quarter by more than 1 point. Here's a dribble drive, and they kick it up outside for I don't even know what that was.
I think they lost track a little bit of how much time was left, but
yeah,
you have the lead after the first quarter, so I guess it's not the end of the world.
Why not? A break comes our way, first break of this game, and we will be back in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a K-Hawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' K-Hawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Back to action here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 37th Annual Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament going on. 6-5 after 1 quarter. 1 point lead for Granite City, and right back into the game is Tyrese Gross. And out of the game is Markel Longstreet. Just underway, quarter number 2. Here is a 3-point shot, and that one swoops right out of there. Off of the hands of Jeremiah Crawford, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. They bring it up. Here is Yarborough. Yarborough in the slot, gives it up now for Boyer. Boyer up underneath the bond, and outside we go, and back inside, and there is a foul that's going to go against Tyrese Gross, and Gross will head to the free throw line. And that one's going to belong to Malik Bates. He'll pick up his first, team 4th. Gross at the free throw line this year, 23 of 38, 60.5%. First free throw participant here in this contest, and I think he just missed the whole thing, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. It's a little hard to tell from this angle.
I know, we're all the way down the other end of the court, but I don't think he hit anything. And the next one, he does hit everything, but it does not fall in, so a quick 0 for 2 trip there for Granite City, and
they're going to get Crawford on a touch foul there, I think.
Jeremiah Crawford picks up his first, now the team 5th for Rockford East. And the inbound pass comes in for Trey Bond. Bond with a burst of speed, dumps it up underneath, and that was stripped right out of the hands. And now a jump ball called down underneath that pile. And that was Alex Boyer who had the ball in his hands, and Malik Bates right from behind him just stripped it right out of his hands.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty commendable play by Boyer. I mean, because he was the player that had the ball, went up, got blocked, and still had the wherewithal to, to scramble and force an alternating possession, and it's still Granite City basketball.
And it's still a Granite City 1-point lead, and it's still 6-5, and not anymore. Therese Gross picks up his second 2-point bucket of the night. He has 4 after the 2 missed free throws, and then the ball poked away by Bond.
See Horde and
Ryan Larson
and Jameer Jefferson and Nashawn Hardaway.
What do you call him?
So 12 is 1. Well, 1 in the program is actually 12, and 20 is a different person.
All right, I got you.
I think that those are the changes that we have so far.
Hardaway into the game. And the E-Rabs now trail by 3. Granite City giving this E-Rab team some fits. Here's a drive. They kick it back outside, and nothing doing there for Crawford. A shot put up, no good, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors work it back up. Here is Trey Bond. Bond across the timeline. Quickly, he doesn't do anything slowly, does Bond. And into the paint it goes, and Longstreet shot, that won't go. Probably needed to get a little bit better positioning, and the E-Rabs bring it down, and that's a transition play by Jeremiah Crawford. He's on the board for the first time.
That was really a nice play. He really had to move his body around in the air to get the layup up.
Granite City underneath the basket, and basketball that hits the bottom of the rim on a put-up layup try by Gross, misses the mark, but the turnover belongs to the E-Rabs. Here is Bond, and a blocking foul will be called against Jeremiah Jefferson. Jameer Jefferson, excuse me.
That is the 6th team foul for the E-Rabs, so, they added a point.
Trey Bond to the free throw line, and Bond on the year, just 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He doesn't get up there very often.
Let's see if he can improve that percentage.
Well, not going to take much, and he doesn't. So now he's 1 for 3. See?
Well, if he makes this one, he'll keep his percentage the
That's
same.
right at 50%. That's what he's aiming for now. Another one for Bond. On the way, and he misses both of them. Rolls across the top of the backboard as well. Rebound, called down by Jefferson. And the E-Rabs bring it up across the line. Here is Hardaway. Hardaway dumps it over into the corner, and it goes into Horde. Back out into the perimeter now. That's Hardaway once again. They'll back it up again for Horde. They'll try to switch sides, go back to where the other side, and a drive and a shot. No good. Rebound, put back up and in by Hardaway.
That's his first bucket.
Sure is. And the E-Rabs have a lead, 9-8. It was a 1-point lead by Granite City after 1. Now it's a 1-point lead by Rockford East. Here we are 1 minute away from being halfway through quarter number 2. There is a drive, and that pulled it back, and now Brown with it. Brown gives it up for Thomas. Thomas drives and hits the bottom of the backboard. Some of these shots are just off, man. Bottoms of rims, bottom of backboards.
I think that one got blocked. Ooh.
They'll dump it off. 3-point shot on the way. That one misses everything from Latrell Kiles.
We'll see Yarborough come in for Granite City, and Lewis and Young come back in for Rockford East at the next stoppage. And that one was off too.
Yeah, just a little bit long. Rebound belongs to the E-Rabs. They bring it up, and that one does count for Matthew Horde, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And Alex Boyer will come in for Granite City as well.
Horde from the free throw line this year, 57%, 16 for 28. The only team out of the area that had their stats on max preps. Fourth team foul, second for Tyrese Gross. So the 4 team fouls, Yarborough has 2, Gross has 2. And at the free throw line, Horde trying to turn this into a 3-point play. And he does. So now it's a 4-point lead for Rockford East. And here come the Warriors. They try to bring it up quickly. That ball is out of bounds, and Alex Boyer let it go after it was off of the fingers of Rashad Young. They need to have a late night snack hospitality room too.
Yeah,
I'm hungry again, and bad part about these times is that most restaurants close by 10 o'clock. Even the drive-through ones do. Who scored that? Number 5.
Bond.
And Bond now has 4. There's a dribble drive by Longstreet. Longstreet tips it across the rim. Comes down into the hands of Jefferson. Jefferson works it up quickly. And the E-Rabs kick it back outside and into the paint. Shot taken. Nothing doing. Rebound this time belongs to Granite City. They quickly get it up to Bond. Bond drives. Little dipsy doodle off the glass. Counted for 2. And Bond will head to the free throw line to try to turn it into 3.
And it's a tie game all of a sudden.
That it is. Lamarion Jones Sullivan. Is that?
Yes. All right, 5'8" senior.
Hey, what do you know? We got one right.
All right.
Sullivan and Bond is already 0 for 2 from the free throw line. And make it 0 for 3. Rebound belongs to Rockford. They bring it up, and they want to throw it away, but they didn't quite finish it. Now into the perimeter, a drive in the paint. And Matthew Horde now has 7 points. 12-12 game here. 14 to 12 now after that score. 3:10 left to play here in quarter number 2. Rockford, they're ahead by 2. Granite City with the ball. Here is Yarborough. He flies through the paint. Fingertip roll won't fall. Rebound hauled down by Kyles. And here come the E-Rabs into the paint, and a blocking foul.
And it went in, so.
Hardaway picks up another point. He has 4. He's got a chance to make it 5.
And Coach Moore, I'm not sure if he's talking to the ref or one of his players, but not happy with whoever it is he's talking to.
One shot coming up here for Hardaway. Hardaway, 26 of 38, good for 68% on the year. And he misses the only shot he'll get on that particular trip, but the rebound is put back up and in by Lewis.
And Coach Moore will call timeout.
A timeout on the floor, so we will step aside as well. Not even sure how long. Nobody said anything.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. We'll step aside for that long. Just a moment.
Just
here on the KLX Sports
you
Network.
cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual. So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Six-point lead belongs to Rockford East, 18-12. 2:48 left to play here in this first half. It was a 1-point lead by Granite City at the end of one quarter of play, but since then the E-Rabs have come alive. Granite City's only scored 6 points so far here in this quarter, while 13 has been scored by the opposition. Here is Trey Bond. Bond across the line with his pink shoes. And that is back into the backcourt after he crossed the line with those pink shoes. Turnover for the Warriors.
Yeah, kind of a salmon color, I guess is what you would call that, right?
Sure. Salmon's a shade of pink, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, there's a trip.
That should be on Brown.
Yeah, that is going to be on Brown. It'll be his second, so Yarborough, Brown, and Gross each have 2, and that accounts for the 6 fouls on the board for Granite City. And they're going to get the bench busy over there for Granite City as
Octavio Huerta.
there you go.
6-foot sophomore.
Second personal foul, 16 fouls.
And the E-Rabs back to business. At the top of the key, Horde onto the wing and left open for 3, and that one falls a little bit short. Rebound into the hands of Longstreet for Granite City. Warriors bring it up. Here is Bond. Bond into the paint, has the ball stripped right out of his hands. E-Rabs come up with it. Here's Lewis all the way down. Reverse layup won't go in. Rebound belongs to the E-Rabs, and they'll kick it back outside of the perimeter, and then they'll throw it away. 5th turnover for Rockford East. 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. 18-12, 6-point lead for the E-Rabs of Rockford East High School. And here is Trey Bond. Bond bounces a pass, and then onto the wing all by himself, left alone for 3, and I guess that was too much time because Longstreet misfired on that one. It went underneath the rim and hit the bottom of the net. There are the E-Rabs back to work again in front of the Granite City bench. Here is Jefferson. Throws it up to the top of the key for Horde. And now a double team clamped onto the ball is Longstreet and Hardaway. And a jump ball call. Possession arrow remains where it is.
Yeah, nice show of sportsmanship there by Longstreet as he helped by the Rockford East player, Hardaway, as he helped Longstreet up.
90 seconds left to play here in this first half. E-Rabs with the lead and the ball. All the way out front. Here is Horde. He'll pull up inside the perimeter, take the shot, and it's too long. And it off the glass, falls down into the hands of Brown for Granite City. And here is Bond with it for the Warriors. He'll try to thread the needle, but that needle ran out of room real quick, and now a loose ball on the ground, picked up by the E-Rabs. And they still try to get it across the timeline. That was a lot of bodies falling all over the place. There is a big 3-point shot there by Sullivan.
As we'll play some rush.
21-12. The Temples of Syrinx. 40 seconds left to play here in this first half. Here is Bond. Bond over on the right wing, back to the top of the key. They'll give and go into Yarborough, and that is Longstreet off the glass for 2. That's only 4 points for him, but boy, did Granite City need that. They trail by 6 once again. 25 seconds left here in this first half. Rockford East, will they play for the last shot? Looks like they want to try, but Granite City might have other ideas. As the E-Rabs keep it on the outside of the perimeter. A one-hand pass out to the middle of the court, back to Horde, and Horde dumps it off for Lewis, back to Horde. He loses the handle on it, chases it down in the corner, and that ball is out of bounds. And with 2.8 seconds left, Granite City will have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's see Tyreek Thomas come in, and we'll see what Granite City are able to do in 3 seconds.
Octavio Huerta will inbound. 2.8 seconds left on the run. And Granite City, they couldn't get anything off there. And 21-14 will be our score. After 2 quarters of play, we will take some timeouts and we'll feed you the stats when they're brought up to us, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
As
on
the
the
Director of
K-Hawk Sports
Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the KHawk Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the KHawk Sports Network and KHawkSports.com. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud KHawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of KHawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go K-Hawks.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion,
Your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from K-Hawk Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, halftime of our final game of the night, 21-14 is our halftime score as the E-Rabs of East Rockford, they enjoy themselves a 7-point lead. Here are your leaders right now for Rockford East. They have Matthew Horde with 7 points. He leads all scorers. Nashawn Hardaway has 4. 3 points each for Jones Sullivan and Jamari Jefferson, and then 2 points apiece for Hardaway and Jeremiah Crawford. And on the other side, Granite City's being led in points by Trayvon Bond, 6 points off the bench. And then after that is Tyrese Grove and Mark Kell Longstreet. They each have 4 points. The rest of your numbers look like this. Rockford East out rebounding Granite City 23-14. The E-Rabs have committed 9 turnovers, while Granite City has committed 6. And Granite City is 0 from every line here. They are 0 for 4 from the three-point line, and they are 0 for 6 from the free throw line. Rockford East not that much better. They are 2 of 13 from the three-point stripe and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Granite City had a 1-point lead, 6-5 after 1 quarter of play, but then Rockford East outscored Granite City in that second quarter, 18-6, and that is where we stand right now as we get ready to head to the third quarter, 21-14. One more timeout coming your way before we bring you third quarter action, and that'll be coming your way next on the K-Hawk
Plumbing or
Sports
electrical
Network.
problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the K-Hawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke. Zach Roseman is on the other microphone. Josh Roseman is here being the little brother that bugs the big brother, right?
He's actually been pretty good today, all things considered. He's been pretty productive.
Oh yeah, he's been very busy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I really do have to give the little guy credit. I guess he's really not that little anymore, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's really been a pretty good help today.
Well, that's good. He's been a big help to everybody around here, including us, and some of the guys on the floor got a little break because Josh has filled in with the little sweat picker-uppers on the floor. We're underway, final half of basketball coming your way from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium in the 8th and final game of the day here, and Granite City has some work to do, and they start off the right way with Tyrese Gross knocking down point number 6 and gets his team back to within 5. E-Raps heading left to right on your screen. They turn the ball over. And back the other way we go. Back down from right to left for Granite City. And here is Tyreek Thomas. Thomas with the ball right in front of his head coach. Bounce pass to the free throw line. That's Brown. And Brown gets it into Gross. Gross gets double teamed. Gets out of it with one dribble. And a three-point shot from the wing for Yarborough misses the mark. And a whistle will stop the action.
Yeah, just that's a lot of tall guys jumping pretty high up for the ball. Knocked out of bounds by Horde, so it'll stay with the Warriors.
7:06 left to play here in this third quarter. Inbound pass will come in underneath the Granite City basket. Trying to back his way in. Instead, he'll turn around, take a fadeaway jumper, but it does everything but go in for Gross. Rebound belongs to the E-Rabs. Out on the wing, and then over onto the next wing. Around the horn it goes, into the corner, from one corner to the next. And a pull-up shot right outside the lane. Hit there by Horde.
He has 9 now, I think.
Yes, he does. 23-16. Rockford East in the lead. They are trying to move on, and the winner of this game will take on the O'Fallon Panthers tomorrow at 2:30.
Yarborough with a nice floater up high off the glass. And it'll get the E-Rab lead back down to 5.
Yarborough's first points of this game. 23-18, and a steal by Granite City. Or maybe a turnover by the E-Rabs is more like it. Markel Longstreet now with 6. And just like that, Granite City's back to within 3. E-Rabs working the ball up.
They'll put a little bit of pressure on as well.
Yeah, they have. And Granite City's pressure is paying off. There's a shot that won't fall, and that one ends up being knocked out of bounds. Whoa.
By Yarborough.
Yeah, it looked like it was, well, it looked like to me it was knocked out of bounds by Hardaway, but they're going to give it to the E-Rabs.
As Boyer will re-enter.
Inbound pass coming in from Young. Young bounces it in. Outside the lane, no room to move. Kick it back outside. Here comes a three-point shot. That swoops right out for Jefferson. Back the other way. Here's Yarborough. Yarborough back toward midcourt. Dribbles, drives, shot, good.
Lead is down to 1.
That it is. 4 points for Yarborough now.
And the Granite City crowd will get into it a little bit.
E-Rabs in control of the ball, and now their lead is just 1 point. Here is Young. Fires it over onto the wing, and a three-point try. That one hits the rim. And again, Granite City comes away with the rebound, and they try to bring it back down to retake the lead. Granite City had a 1 point lead after one. Here is Yarborough with a shot.
No shot.
And a shove from behind. Okay. That is going to be called against Jamari Jefferson. It'll be Jefferson's second.
As Crawford will come in, and Young will head to the bench.
5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Inbound pass comes in underneath of their own basket, and then it's picked up right out of the hands of Gross. And now that ball is turned back over.
Coach Moore's still not very happy. It's kind of a sloppy possession, but Granite City will get the ball back, which is
That
nice.
will, yeah. E-Rabs lead by 1. Granite City's threatening to take that lead back as it goes into the backcourt for Yarborough. Yarborough moves the ball up. And at the top of the key, takes a shot. Nothing but net. 2-point shot. Had his feet on the line, but Granite City now back up by 1. 24-23. Across the line it goes to Kyles. Kyles over on the right wing, top of the key, swinging around to the left wing. 3-point shot. That one rattles, but won't fall for Jefferson. And the rebound belongs to Granite City.
What a
and
pass.
Man, I tell you what, these guys are flying, and that is going to cause Coach Sackmaster to take a timeout. So we will step aside as well, and we are back in 60 seconds on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk Family.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
.4:19 left to play here in this third quarter. It's a brand new ball game. Granite City up now by 3, 26-23. E-Rabs with the ball. Across the way it goes. And then it is, oh, they're going to say that wasn't tipped, huh?
Yeah, just body contact, but the ball was never touched by a Granite City player, and so that'll be.
I know Longstreet might have got a hold of it, but I guess not.
And this is really, I mean, Granite City have come out.
What a turnaround, huh?
Yeah, they've come out really fired up.
They
It seems
have.
like first quarter was pretty even, second quarter was all Rockford East, and now the third quarter's been all Granite City.
Yarborough flies in. He's fouled on his way up.
And that guy really has been.
Yeah.
Yarborough really has come out really fired up. 5'11" senior, not a very big guy. 5'11", in the normal world isn't, particularly tall or short, but in the basketball world it's a little small, and so you got to fight hard to compensate for the lack of height. And there's some tall people on the floor.
Yarborough 11 of 20 from the free throw line coming into this game, makes the first one.
So
and his team now leads by 4.
So 55%.
Another one for Yarborough coming up. And he misses that one. Rebound belongs to the E-Rabs. On the far side, make that the near side wing. It's farther away from me. I keep on saying that. I got to remember where everybody else is watching from. On to the near side wing, and that is a Lewis. Lewis will launch a 3 from there, and he drains it. Boy, I tell you what, Rockford East really needed that because they've been held to just 3 points before that. There's Yarborough again. He'll hand the ball off to Thomas. Thomas dumps it off outside the lane for Gross. Gross goes in, and a whistle on the play.
And they're going to get Bates for the foul. It's his second. And the third for the E-Rabs in the second half.
Warriors committed 6 fouls in the first half, 2 each by Yarborough, Brown, and Gross, and have not committed a foul here thus far in quarter number 3.
They have a conversation going on between Coach Moore and one of the officials about something. Not sure what.
Tyrese Gross 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half and makes up for it here in the second with a nice shot from the free throw line. One more coming his way.
Yeah, it puts a lot of arc on it, but
sure does.
I mean, when it comes to free throws, I'm going to say I don't care how you shoot it. If it goes in, then I don't care. I've seen people shoot. I remember there was a kid from Vianney a few years ago that shot one-handed, but he shot a fairly good percentage, and so it was like, all
Whatever
right.
works for you.
Yeah, whatever works.
E-Rabs into the perimeter. They kick it back out. Corner shot for 3, and that rattles home as well. All of a sudden, Antonio Lewis with back-to-back threes, and that gives him 8 for the night. And we have a 29-29 game. Out to the top, it is Boyer. Boyer up into Gross. Gross turnaround shot off the glass, almost went in, but they're going to call Bates for a foul. That'll be his third. Well, got a nice close game to start this tournament off with, and we got a nice close game to end it.
Yeah, and we've had some fairly close games and some games that haven't been as close, but
Oop, that one doesn't go in for Gross. Yeah, the only running clock game we've had was the Collinsville-Wasilla game.
yeah, and that was interesting. You know, seeing what really shocked me was, you know, without looking at the stats, just watching the game, was how many threes Wasilla shot. I mean, what did they go, like 13 of 35? I mean, that's.
I don't know. I never did look at the final standings. I'll do that a little bit later after I sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was something like that. That's.
They went,
I don't know.
13 of 35.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
Oh,
there you go.
Gross.
With the second legit dunk of the tournament.
Now with 13 points for Gross, 32-29. Warriors back up.
That one was kind of out of nowhere, too, with the one by Jalen Smith from a foul, and that one was a little more obvious. That one was kind of sudden.
Lewis, and he floated into the lane. Shot that went off somebody's face after the rebound, and it's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas waits at the midcourt stripe and throws one up at the top of the key for Boyer. Boyer with 1:45 to play here in this third quarter. Gives it up to Yarborough. Yarborough, his no-look pass, instead of going into the hands of Gross, went right into the hands of Lewis for Rockford East, and he'll dump it back outside. Thinking about the two, but thought about it and then didn't pull the trigger, and that's a turnover. Yarborough comes in, and he'll head to the free throw line for a couple.
How much of a contributing factor was he in the game against Collinsville? Because he's really impressed me. The foul will be on Crawford.
Gross had a good game against Collinsville.
Not Gross. Yarborough.
Oh, Yarborough, yeah. I didn't really call his name much in that game. I don't remember. At the free throw line, it is Yarborough. And Yarborough rattles one in there, went 1 for 2 earlier, so now 1 for 3. 1:28 left to play here in this third quarter, and it's now a 4-point lead for the Granite City Warriors.
And we'll see number 0, Tristan Riggins, 5'7" junior, come in for Granite City, I believe, for the first time.
Yep.
And number 14, Mario Brown Jr.
See a smattering of other substitutions as well.
Free throw is good for Yarborough. He hits both of them this go-round, and then he'll go have a little bit of a break with 1:28 left to play here in this third quarter. E-Rabs bring the ball up. Here is Lewis. He'll get it back to Horde, and Horde back to Lewis across the line this time. Bounce pass onto the wing, and that is Kyles. Kyles sends it back over to the other wing, and a three-point shot skips across the rim, and a rebound effort is thwarted, and now we're going to have a talk by the referees to decide it, and it's going to go against Gross. It'll be his third.
That's the first Granite City foul of the half.
Sure is.
But that is Gross's third, which could potentially be an issue, especially if he picks up another one in the not too distant future.
A dribble drive and a foul, and this one looks like it's going to go against Longstreet.
Maybe Riggins.
Well, they're going to call it against Riggins. You're right.
All right.
Riggins off the bench. Second time he gets his name announced, it's for a foul. First time was as a sub.
Yeah. And we'll see Kyles head to the free throw line.
Kyles.
And the other number 23, Boyer, will come back in for Granite City.
Kyles is 6 for 9 this year. It's his first trip to the line here in this game and his first point in this game.
And Gross will come in and take a little bit of a break.
4-point lead once again for Granite City. One more free throw coming up for Latrell Kyles.
And we'll see Rockford East make another substitution as well. I didn't catch the number of the individual coming in, and he's not going to. Oh, there you go.
And a rebound. Circles all the way around. Matthew Horde, 11 points now. Final minute to go here in this third quarter. Here comes the Granite City Warriors and Bond. He'll kick it out to the top of the key for Brown. Brown bounces the ball back into the hands of Boyer. And Boyer will back it up to Bonds at midcourt. Bond over to Riggins. Riggins out to midcourt. And then back out to midcourt once again. This time back to Riggins in front of the scorer's table. 25 seconds to play in this third quarter. Riggins dribbles, picks it up, gives the ball up as well. Here is Bond, got rid of his player. Oh boy, I tell you what. Wide open was Boyer over there. Could have taken a three-point shot if he wanted to.
I think they've been very clearly instructed to take the last shot or a layup. And looks like Longstreet's going to take it into his own accord. And
yep,
I don't know what that was.
He'll miss it, and a three-point shot ticks the bottom of the net and almost hits your brother down there at the other end on the floor. We have played three. It is 34-32 in favor of Granite City after Rockford East had the lead after the first half of play was over with. Fourth quarter action comes your way next on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
A 20-11 third quarter outburst by Granite City has given the Warriors back a lead. It's a 2-point lead. And the E-Rabs with the ball as we're underway here in the fourth quarter. Off the mark there as the E-Rab get their own rebound. Turn around, turn it back in. And we are tied once again as Latrell Kiles makes it a 34-34 game. I was going to come back from the break saying the final quarter of the night coming your way, but it might not be the final quarter of the night.
No, hypothetically, we could go to overtime.
I don't want to. If it's any consolation to anyone else,
no.
There is a steal, and on the other end, no good on the rebound, and the putback after the second one is good for Latrell Kiles, and Kiles has just given his team a lead after he just tied it.
And it seems like not a ton of the tournament games, and that's not a great turnover by Granite City. It seems like that in a lot of the tournament games, not a lot of them go to overtime, but it seems like this game, the 9:30 game on day one, it seems like has gone to overtime a couple of times in the past couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years ago we had Madison going to overtime with, who are they playing against?
I don't remember. Granite. I think it was
Granite. I thought it was Granite City myself.
And then it was Rockford East against Springfield Southeast 2 years ago. I think that game went to overtime.
Yeah.
I think MacArthur or Eisenhower were playing somebody a couple years ago and it went to overtime. So
E-Rabs up by 2, and they tried to make it 4, and they end up doing that underneath the basket on a putback rebound by Jefferson. Jamari Jefferson now with 5 points. Here come the Granite City Warriors. Here is Thomas. Thomas Near side sideline, works it back up toward the middle. 4-point lead for the E-Rabs. Up underneath the basket, shot taken, nothing doing, and the rebound, a foul is going to be called against Gross. He didn't mean to. He just kind of backed his way into Horde. And
that's his 4th foul. And we'll see Mario Brown come in to replace him. And that's really, Gross is really a guy that you want on the floor, but you can't risk him fouling out now. You have to trust in the rest of your guys to.
He was just pedaling backwards after the rebound try and ran into the player without looking. And a spin move underneath the basket, and that one's going to stay with Rockford East. They have a 4-point lead to the E-Rabs, 38-34. 6:11 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Inbound pass comes in, and it's stuffed.
Oh,
a foul coming up against Brown Jr.
It looked like he just got hand on ball. There may have been body-to-body contact, but that's his 3rd foul. It's just been quietly become an issue, and we'll see Antonio Lewis come to the free throw line for, I believe, the first time.
It is the first time. Lewis has 8 points on the night, none from the charity stripe until now. So Granite City had a 1-point lead after 1 quarter. E-Rabs had a 7-point lead after 2 quarters. After 3 quarters, Granite City back out front by 2. Now they trail by 5. As
7.
Lewis made 1. And then Matthew Horde brings it back to a 41-34 game. Timeout on the clock. We will step aside as well, a 60-second timeout. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food, all created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, Zach Roseman on the other microphone. And we have 6 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter, 41-34. Rockford East with the 7-point lead. And they'll kick it onto the wing, and a 3-point shot from Bond for Granite City, but that misses the mark, and now the ball out of bounds. And the E-Rabs touched it up on the out-of-bounds marker, that big fat purple stripe that represents the baselines and the sidelines here. 5:48 left on the clock. Inbound pass being triggered by Thomas. He gets it in, and a turnaround shot. That's good for 2 for Longstreet. He now has 8, and it comes with 5:40 left to play and gets Granite City to within 5. There is a dribble drive by Lewis. He turns the ball over, and Granite City has now gotten this thing to within 3.
Longstreet with 10 now.
E-Rabs trying to get it across the line. They do so on a pass on the wing. Now low post shot off the bottom of the rim, but put back up and in by Kyles. Kyles now at 7 points, and it's back to a 5-point lead for Rockford East. Here is Yarborough. Yarborough for Granite City. Dribbles and drives, and then stops at the top of the key. Gives it up, baseline drive. Shot taken by Thomas, won't go. Rebound belongs to the E-Rabs, and they'll try to work it back up, having a hard time doing that right off the bat. Here is a split the defense move, and might have shuffled the feet as well, but Play still alive, and now it's turned over, and we're heading the other way with it. Here is Thomas. Thomas fingertip roll off the glass. Thomas gets his first 2 points of this game and gets his team to within 3 with 4.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's a backcourt violation.
Sure is. In midair.
Just kind of a mental lapse.
Yep, Horde had it in midair, but he was getting ready to head out of bounds, so he threw it into the backcourt right to his teammate Lewis, but that's a backcourt violation, so it would have been a turnover regardless.
Yeah.
I know that he was trying not to go out of bounds with it, but it ends up going back into the hands of Granite City, and with a well-placed three-point shot, they can tie this game right back up. Here is Longstreet. Longstreet out over on the left wing, top of the key. Gives it up now for Brown. Brown directs traffic, gives it back to Longstreet, but that's almost picked off. Longstreet still ends up with it, splits the defense, can't get all the way through, and now a foul coming up. And 2 points from the free throw line will be what Longstreet will try, as Latrell Kiles picks up his second foul of the game.
That may have been a little bit of a bailout call. I think Longstreet was kind of losing control of the ball as he went up, but I'm not the referee, so.
No, you were not.
It'll be 2 shots.
It will be. First shots from the free throw line for Longstreet, and he misses. The first one. Trying to go up for the second one to get his team back to within a 2-point bucket. And he can't.
Just a little too much on it.
Well, rebound belongs to the E-Rabs, so the team from Rockford East maintains their 3-point lead. Working the ball up on the far side. Lewis make that the near side. And then top of the key, once again, Lewis gets it back. And we'll back up toward the midcourt stripe. Now over onto the far side wing. That is Jefferson. One dribble, he picks it up, gives it back to Lewis. Lewis in the paint, and he gets it to fall, but I agree. I thought he traveled.
It took about 6 steps, but okay.
5-point lead for Rockford. 3:25 to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's Yarborough. He'll take a shot that's off balance, and therefore it misses the mark. Rebound belongs to the E-Rabs. They'll bring it up, and that's a nice easy layup for Kiles, and Kiles now with 9 points. Timeout called by the E-Rabs, and it is a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Back here at the final game of the night here at the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament, 47-40. Rockford East with a lead over the Granite City Warriors. All kinds of time left in the world of basketball when you're up by 7 or down by 7. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, 7 points in 3 minutes. That's nothing. Just
Granite
have to
City
execute.
will have the ball. Granite City will inbound at the end of the Rockford East bench. They'll do so into the backcourt, and here comes Tariq Thomas. Thomas bounces a pass up to Longstreet. Longstreet comes in. Nice little baseline move. And Granite City back to within 5.
Oh, yeah, like that's a foul.
Longstreet got a reach-in foul. It'll be his first. As a team, they're 5th.
As Boyer will come back in, and Brown, and Bond, and Huerta will come back to the bench.
Inbound pass will come in from Hardaway into the backcourt. That is Sullivan. Sullivan pulls up just short and then gets it across the line on a pass to Jefferson. Jefferson in front of his own bench into the corner, but that player is double teamed, and Kiles gets it out of the corner with a pass back on the wing to Jefferson. Now back onto the near side wing, and a dribble drive, move off the glass, won't fall, off of the put back by Hardaway, and all the way down here at the end, a travel on Longstreet as he was coming in all by himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's a travel, but more has not been called. So
Well,
that's all I have to say about
speaking
that.
of Moore, Gerard Moore is a little animated over here on the sideline. 5-point lead by Rockford. His team's on the ropes here in this final game. 3-point shot from the wing. That is a little too strong, and it goes over the top of the backboard and back behind it, so that's a turnover. And Granite City will have a chance here with a 5-point deficit to try to erase with 2:17 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Inbound pass comes in to Thomas. Thomas brings it up court behind the back dribble. He almost lost it. Now he gets a pass out, and we're going to have a foul, and this one's going to go
against
on a slap against Lewis, I believe.
That'll be on Hardaway or Sullivan. Not sure which.
Jefferson.
Oh, that's 13, not 12.
1-and-1 time for Mario Brown Jr. looking for his first points. And Mario, 5 for 7 from the free throw line coming into this game.
So doesn't shoot a lot, but when he gets there, he's fairly efficient. And 2 shots would be great.
Granite City needs him, and he misses.
So
he does not get the bonus opportunity.
Gotta hit
rebound.
Gotta hit your free throws at this point in the game.
You really do. Here come the E-Rabs. They'll kick it out to the outside of the lane. A shot taken, but the E-Rabs pick up their own rebound. They'll kick it outside onto the wing in front of their own bench. That's Horde. Horde, a ball that probably could have been called for a Yarborough foul as they banged into bodies, but referee kept his whistle in his pocket, or wherever he keeps it. And now across the free throw line, underneath, waiting patiently, and patience weighs off for Latrell Kiles. And Kiles now with 11 points in this contest.
Longstreet will come down and get a quick bucket, and Coach Sackmaster is livid.
Yeah, both coaches are a little animated here on the sideline. 60-second timeout. We'll be back in just about that time here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville K-Hawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a K-Hawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, first day of this 37th Prairie Farms basketball tournament coming to a close. We are down to the final 92 seconds here of the 8th game of the night, 49-44. 5-point lead for Rockford East, and if Granite City's going to make their move, they need to do it now.
They're going to put on full court man-to-man pressure.
Inbound pass will come right underneath us by Latrell. They can't. Lewis ends up back with it, and he dumps the ball up underneath, and a little dipsy-doodle move later, and Matthew Horde makes it even a tougher road to climb now for Granite City. There is Longstreet. He will get one to bounce in off the rim and the glass. 51-46, back to a 5-point lead. 1:05 left to play, and backcourt pressure is being put on, and that pays off. Granite City ends up having the ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Antonio Lewis, and Granite City will get the ball back.
Yeah,
they'll inbound it from in front of their own bench.
And we'll see Hardaway check in as Jones Sullivan will head to the bench.
Inbound pass coming in from Thomas. Does so to Yarborough. Yarborough at the top of the key, gets it into the paint, and a little floater there by the recently inserted Tyrese Gross, who has 4 fouls, gets his team back to within 3 and a steal, and we're back to within 1. Thomas with a steal, 1-point game. Here are the E-Rabs. They dump it off, and that's going to be a foul against Yarborough. He came in and just threw the elbows up and ran right into Hardaway and dislodged the ball, and Hardaway's going to the line.
Yes, that will be a shooting foul, but that is the 6th. So any further, leave the E-Rab shooting 1-and-1, and the intensity has ratcheted up quite a bit in the.
Yeah, you can't be kidding. Yeah, man, in the last just few seconds.
Yeah, and there's still a pretty decent crowd here.
Oh, yeah, they're enjoying it.
Those who have stuck around have been treated to a pretty good basketball game.
Yeah. Hardaway makes the first one. A 30-second timeout called by Granite City, so we'll step aside for that long as well. We're back in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Magical Mystery Tour by the Beatles playing along the speakers, and it's been a magical mystery tour today. This is a 2-point game. Final game of the night, and it's going to go all the way down to the wire. And here is Mr. Hardaway at the free throw line, ready to shoot another free throw to give his team a 3-point lead. Now we have some discussion going on at the scorer's table.
Seems like Coach Moore has a query of some kind, and there's going to be some sort of discussion. The referee will come down and have a discussion with Coach Sackmaster about it. I have no clue what this is about.
Sackmaster missed his calling, man. He should have been a football coach. We're going to get to the quarterback because I am the sack master.
I still don't know what the stoppage is for.
Neither do I. We could have played another commercial. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
one more shot. Is that what they're trying to figure out?
Is that what all that was for? I'm like, yeah.
One shot.
He had two. He hit the first one.
Yeah.
And Granite City called timeout, and so now he's just going to shoot the second one. Yeah.
Yeah. Could have asked me that. We could have gotten back to action here about 15 seconds ago. And he misses the second. 2-point game. Granite City with the ball. Warriors bring it up with 35 seconds left. Oh, they turned the ball over. What a bad turnover there by Granite City. And now E-Rab's trying to keep control of it. Lewis in for two. He'll make it, and he'll go to the line for a bonus shot.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. You have to contest everything, but that's not a good foul. And that'll be on Brown.
His fourth.
Yeah. I mean, crazier things have happened.
Yeah. 4-point lead. Lewis trying to make it a 5-point lead. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line in this one. Ball on the way, and it's off to the side. Rebound belongs to Granite City. They try to work it up. They're down by 4. They need 2 baskets. They throw it up into the paint, and a floater along the rim won't fall in, and the rebound belongs to the E-Rabs, and a foul dished out by Granite City to stop that forward progress. Thomas will pick up his first, and it's 1-and-1 time once again.
And now you got to hope that Lewis misses, which, I mean, he's 1 of 3, so statistically he's more likely to miss it than make it based on the results that we have from this game, so we'll see.
At the free throw line, Lewis, and he misses. Rebound belongs to Granite City. They trail by 4 to the Warriors with 14 seconds left. They get the ball up quickly to Thomas. Thomas up off the glass, good for 2, and with 7 seconds left, Granite City will try to get the ball back on a foul, and that'll take it all the way down to 3.2 seconds.
That's a lot of time, but the clock didn't stop, and it's not supposed to. So that'll be Thomas's second foul, and they'll still shoot 1-1. But if Lewis misses, which
has happened,
just
did.
Yeah, I mean he's missed 3 of them. You have to turn around and get down the court as quickly as you can, and throw up a prayer and hope for the best. And I mean,
all depends on this free throw by Lewis.
Now, if he makes it, well, then things are a little different.
And he does not. And a whistle on the rebound. They're going to call a foul. And they're going to call it against Thomas. They're going to call it against Thomas.
No, they're going to give it to Kyles. And so, yeah, and so Thomas will come down and shoot 1 and 1.
Ooh. A little bit of a different mix here.
And Coach Sackmaster will ice the shooter, if you will.
Yeah, try to ice the kicker. Why not try to ice the shooter? It is a 60-second timeout. We will just step aside for a half of that. We'll be back in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his K-Hawk Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, we have 2.7 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. It's a 2-point game. Rockford East up by 2. Warriors will be at the free throw line.
And Mario Brown, who has not scored a point all game,
he's 0 for 1 from the free throw line.
Is going to be the one to shoot. Or, no. Is it going to be him?
Is it going to be him or Thomas? Looks like it's going to be Thomas.
Well,
Thomas's first trip to the free throw line here in this game. He's 14 of 25 on the year. 56%, not the best percentage, but
it's not the worst either.
All you have to do is make the first one to give your team a chance to make the second one.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they would call another timeout if he does make the first one.
Here we go.
Tyreek Thomas at the free throw line. His team trails by 2 with 2.7 seconds left. He has a 1-and-1 opportunity, so he's got to make the first one in order to have a chance to tie it. That's a lot of weight to be put on the young man's shoulders. Here is Thomas.
Take a breath.
Bends at the knees, puts it up, and in.
And Coach Sackmaster will take a 30.
We'll keep it here for this one.
No, he'll take a full.
That's probably the only one they had left. They probably only had a full timeout left. So we'll go ahead and take half of it. We just don't want to miss anything and take the full one. So we will be back here in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
One more free throw coming up for Tyreek Thomas. If he makes it, we're tied with 2.7 seconds left, and there's a good chance we'll be going to overtime. It all depends on the next throw here by Thomas. Bounce once, bends at the knees, puts the ball up, and it's in. We are tied. 2.7 seconds left, and here come the E-Rabs at the halfway mark. A shot, and that one just goes under the basket, and we're going to overtime.
I have spoken it into existence. I said something about all these 9:30 games on day one always going to overtime, and here we go now.
I don't want it to go to overtime. I'm tired. I want to go home.
It's always the 9:30.
I know. Why can't we have the first game of the day go to overtime? I think we make up the time during the lunch break, and that's not going to happen here. So we go to overtime. Another timeout coming your way, and we'll be back with the overtime period in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports
Chapman
Network.
Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Todd Duke, Zach Roseman back with you. We're heading to overtime in the final game of the night between Rockford East and Granite City. 54-54 is our score. And it's not over yet.
Now, hopefully, I think it was the late game a couple of years ago down at the Freeburg Columbia tournament, which is another pretty well-established tournament for this area. And I believe it was the 8:30 game. It was Triad versus Waterloo. It went to 6 overtimes.
Oh, God, I don't want to do that.
No, we'd be here until probably 1 o'clock in the morning.
We do have to use the restroom, so we might have to, if we go to another overtime, we're going to have to take turns doing play-by-play. 2 more points put in there by Thomas. And Granite City with the lead, and a travel by Rockford East.
And Joan Sullivan will re-enter.
Sackmaster not happy.
I don't think Kyle's is happy either.
I don't think anybody is happy when you're talking in the ranks of basketball coaches when a game's going on. They're never happy until the game's over, and one of them's happy, one of them's not. There's a roll in by Brown, his first points of this game. And Granite City up by 4 now. Do you think that's going to be it? No, it's not. This game's going to go back and forth. The ebbs and flows of this basketball game have been very strange. Here is a rebound and a putback try, but
now
nothing doing. Now a free throw try.
Now the question is that on Gross? It is. That's 5.
Yep, that's Tyrese Gross. That's going to hurt Granite City's try to come back and win this game. But right now the Warriors are up by 4.
We'll see Trayvon Bond come in for him. Look at a nice hand. I mean, he's had a good game. 15 points, several rebounds. But that's it for him tonight.
To the free throw line, it is Mr. Hardaway once again.
With 7 points so far.
1 for 2 at the free throw line.
8 and 9 would be great. There's 8.
That's in.
Free throw is good for Hardaway.
Hardaway will get one more shot coming his way. That, by the way, was the 10th foul by Granite City, so Rockford East shooting 2 from here on out. E-Rab still have 2 to give.
And he misses the second one.
Here comes Granite City. Warriors are up by 3. Here is Thomas. Tyreek Thomas on the wing, hands the ball off to Yarborough. Yarborough hands the ball off the top of the key for Bonds, and in turn they'll hand it back off to Thomas. Thomas dribbles, drives, good. Another 2 points for Thomas. And Tyreek Thomas now with 12. At the other end of the court, a shot and a travel. We'll give the ball back to Granite City with 2:44 left to play here in this first overtime.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you were to go down and ask Coach Sackmaster what the biggest issue has been, I think he'd probably say turnovers. I think that's probably been the. I mean, they haven't shot super well from the outside, but I think turnovers has really been the biggest thing for Rockford East if they do wind up losing this game.
Thomas at the midcourt logo.
Game ain't over yet.
Gives it up for Bonds, who gives it up to Yarborough, who flies it over here onto the wing for Brown. Brown dribbles and drives and lost control of the ball.
Or I think they're gonna call a foul.
They are gonna call a foul.
They're gonna get Jefferson.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Jamari Jefferson. He'll pick up his 3rd. And that's the 9th.
No,
the 5th?
No, that's 5 on.
Is it really?
That's 5 for Jefferson.
How did I miss? How did I miss the other 2 fouls?
I don't know, but that's 5.
Well, because it's been a long day, Todd. You're tired, Todd. That was the answer I was looking for there, Zach.
Well, and Coach Sackmaster will say okay and bring Kyles back in.
So 1 player for each team is fouled out of this game. It's a 5-point lead, however, for the Granite City Warriors with 2:20 left to go. And here is Mario Brown
to shoot
at
1
the
and
free
1.
throw line to shoot 1 and 1. 9th foul for Rockford East. And that one is off the mark. Brown is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Ball on the ground. Picked up by the E-Rabs, but Granite City clamps onto it, jump ball called, and possession arrow stays in that direction.
Yeah, I think that's actually pretty smart of Coach Sackmaster not to call the timeout. Horde had sole possession of the ball, but that's smart knowing that the possession arrow, you're going to get the ball no matter what happens. So
there's a dribble drive. That one was almost thrown away, but it goes into the corner, and they bring it out of the corner. Over to the other side of the floor we go, underneath the basket. That's a turnover. Yarborough comes away with the loose ball, throws it up for Longstreet. Longstreet slows it up for Bonds. And with 1:50 left to play, Granite City brings the ball back down court, looking for a win here in overtime. Here is Bonds at the midcourt stripe, knocked into the backcourt. Bonds holds on to it. Timeout called by Moore as the ball was on the ground. Sackmaster not happy about it at all, as he comes off the bench about 3 yards onto the floor and lets his opinion be known. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll step away for that long, and we are back in just a moment here on the K-Hawk Sports
Drink
Network.
it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 1:41 left in this overtime period between Granite City and Rockford East. 5-point lead belongs to the Warriors. Granite City had a 1-point lead after 1. Rockford East had a 7-point lead after 2. Granite City retook the lead and had a 2-point lead after 3. We were tied after 4, and here we are in the 5th quarter, and we are underway. 1:40 to go. Clock moves. Here are the Warriors. They bring it up across the timeline, get it over to Yarborough. Yarborough over to that near sideline, and then back to Bonds. Bonds will just play catch outside the perimeter, try to eat up as much time as they can.
We'll see
and they'll let Rockford commit that 10th foul if they wish. And here is Yarborough. Has his pocket picked, and up with it, up off the glass. And Sullivan, he now has 5 points and gets his team back to within 3. 3-point lead for Granite City, 1:05 to play.
They're going to basically triple team the ball as soon as you get across half court.
They are. Ball on the ground, and a foul is going to be called as Longstreet is hurt as his body collided along with Hardaway's body.
Yeah,
and
kind of
right into the shin.
Yeah, kind of rolled over the ankle, and Coach Bauer will come jogging down as he's kind of lying there, and teams will head back to their benches, and let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, Longstreet holding the bottom part of that left leg down by the ankle area, just below the shin, right on the shin actually, and Amanda Bauer is talking to him and asking him, can he move his leg, and yes he can, so he's got the U-joint on the ankle working all right. 57.5 seconds left here in this first overtime. We have a injury timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside for just a moment, and we'll be back with more on
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
So Longstreet gets off of the court under his own power. And I'll take a look at his ankle a little bit closer. And in the meantime, at the free throw line
is Huerta. Came in to replace him. Misses the first one.
Sure does. 5 points for, never mind. Huerta gets nothing. And a fingertip roll will get Rockford East back to within 1.
board with 17 now.
And Granite City leads by 1. They have the ball, and they dump it off underneath to Huerto, and
the charge. A very delayed charge call, but a charge call it is. That'll be on Brown. And that's 5.
Sure is.
So
he has to come out of the game.
And they will summon Huerta to replace him.
He didn't stay on the bench very long, did he?
Nope.
Longstreet's back out there, though.
And then they're going to bring Boyer in to replace Bond.
All right, 1 point lead for Granite City, 34.1 seconds left. Inbound pass coming right underneath our location.
And
triggered by Sullivan.
Believe it or not, Longstreet's back in the game already.
That's what I just said. Longstreet's back in. That's why Huerta went to the bench, and he had to come back in because of the foul out. Rockford brings it up, trailing by 1. That's a backcourt violation. Granite City's going to get the ball back.
And they're going to bring their offensive subs in. They'll bring Bond in, better offensive player, to replace Boyer.
Inbound pass will come at midcourt. Tyreek Thomas over there. Near side sideline, gets it into the backcourt for Bonds. 20 seconds left. Granite City leads by 1. They pump it over to Huerta. And then back over to Thomas. And a foul. That one is going to go against Latrell Kiles. And if my math is right, Kiles commits his 4th.
Yep, that's 4. It's 4 for Kiles. And we'll see Thomas come and shoot free throws, which not a bad guy to have shoot him.
He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he hit the 2 to force overtime.
He sure did.
So
he hit the 2 and it was clutch. Yeah. Now he just wants to extend the lead, and he will with that one.
And they'll bring Boyer in for Bond for improved defense.
15.7 seconds left, and at the free throw line, Tyreek Thomas trying to make it a 3-point game, and he will. So the E-Rabs need a 3-pointer to tie it and send us to another overtime. Up the court they come. Here is Lewis, and Lewis travels. He traveled, and that is a bad time for a turnover with 10.5 seconds left. Roy Sackmaster is beside himself.
And they'll quickly
bring Bonds back in.
And they're gonna basically guard straight up man-to-man. You basically can't let the ball get in at this point.
They do let the ball get in. It comes into Bond, and he is fouled. And that is by Sullivan. That'll be his first. With the Warriors up by 3, 1 make here of this free throw of the 2 possible shots could possibly be it.
They'll bring Boyer in for Bond.
But Trey Bond is 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight.
We'll see if he can make the ones that really matter. This is the first one. But you only really need to make 1 in this situation.
Yep. Makes it a 2-possession game with 9.4 seconds left. Another try here for Trey Bond, and this one bounces off the rim twice, and the E-Rabs pull down the rebound. Again, they need 3 to tie it. On the outside wing, a cross-court pass, and that's a turnover, and the Granite City Warriors will hold on and win this one 62-59, and that brings our first day of coverage here to a close. We will be back tomorrow morning. 10 a.m. is the first game. Madison taking on Decatur MacArthur. We'll be on the air around 9:45 with the pre-day festivities. Until then, a big thank you to everybody involved. Zach Roseman over here on the other microphone, and the younger brother Josh Roseman down around there running around somewhere. And my name is Todd Duke. It's been a long night until tomorrow morning. Everybody, enjoy your Monday evening.